basketball tournament. What's going on with y'all? I just want to party.
Wanna have a real good time.
Have a real good time. Come on up in here, hit that like button. It's time for some basketball. It's win or go home. First up on the men's side is Alabama State versus my favorite country ass cousins, Alcorn State University. The dance. Happy Women's History Month.
Listen, weekend's coming and I sure can't wait.
Go ahead and share it. Hit a friend. What's going on, Major?
Don't wanna move too fast. Ain't trying to move.
We about to get it on.
But I'm gonna make my
It's basketball time. Tournament time. Win or go home. All that talk in the regular season. We did this, we did that. It's showtime now. Hey.
I just wanna have a real good time.
Come on in, hit that like button, share it with your friend. Tell them Uncle On back.
I came out to let you have me a good old time. I got my good clothes on and I'm drinking my good moonshine. DJ rocking, yeah, and he playing my favorite song. I'm on the dance floor. I wanna party all night long. I just wanna have a real good time. Wanna have a real good time. I just wanna have a real good time. Wanna have a real good time. I wanna dance, wanna party, dance, wanna party. Want to relax and unwind. Want to relax and unwind. I wanna dance, wanna party, wanna dance, wanna party. Want to relax and unwind. Want to relax and unwind. I wanna dance, I wanna dance.
Somebody going to the dance, and somebody, Cinderella, go find you another fella. Your slipper ain't gonna fit. Somebody going home today. Watch out now. Before we get started, man, I'm gonna show y'all. Hey, Jackson State, you're doing it right. I gotta give it to you. You done went down there to that Gulf Coast and you got you another one. You got one of the best players in the state. Out of the same school, you got another sharpshooter from. So shout out to Pascagoula, Mississippi. They won the state championship, and Jackson State got them an early Christmas gift. Salute and shout out to them.
I wanna
Dance.
Wanna party.
And here it is.
Before the new year began, one of the top basketball players in the Magnolia State made one college basketball program quite lucky. Pascagoula 6'3" senior point guard Blake Nettles has officially signed with Jackson State University. The elite ball handler and floor general has been a major part of the Panthers' success during his high school career, averaging 19.5 points per game this year alone. The recently named Dandy Dezen told WXXV what signing with the Tigers meant to him, as well as his excitement for joining former Panther Dorian McMillan.
It's really special. Like, I dreamed about it, so to be able to go to the next level is very special to me. Jackson State, I knew my big brother Dorian was there. They treated him right. Then they showed love. They showed big love to me. So I trust them with my career. Play style, they run a real good guard play. So I know Coach Mo, he'll make me ready try to get me ready for the NBA. So.
Congratulations, Blake, and we look forward to seeing all that you accomplish during your final year in the flagship city.
There it is right there, man. You cannot beat that. You see what he said, right? He said that his big brother Dorian, right? That's what it's all about, man. That is what it's all about. Man, build you. Man, I keep telling folks, man, and I got it. The what's the name? my damn picture at? Okay, the picture, there it is. Yeah, there it is. What's happening with y'all? But that's how you're supposed to do it, man. But hey, look, before the game get on there, man, the games are starting to hook up. It's starting to get up. I'm going to live stream the Alcorn versus Alabama State game. That's on the men's side, and probably the women's at 5 o'clock game. I'm going to try to come and live stream that game also. Now, this is the brackets, what we're looking at so far. And I'm just happy to sit there and being able to stream this game for my people, man. And here's our brackets. And shout out to everybody that's in here. Hit that like button. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but the tournament starts on the today, which is the night, ends on the 14th, where the champions will be crowned. Who's that? Okay, the women's game. The women started off first with Texas Southern and Bethune-Cookman. And the next game for the women at 5:30 will be Valley versus Prairie View. That's today. As you can see, you can find this. You can find the same bracket I'm looking at on SWAC.org. Now, they do have a problem with updating their stuff as it goes along, but that's what I'm here for, to put my little 2 pennies into it. Now, the first game for us is about to start, Alabama State versus Alcorn, and then the 8:30 game is Grambling State versus Maga Valley. So that like I said, the tournament is on SWAC.org. You can look. These times are Eastern time zone. I live in the Central time zone, so that's why I kept switching the time. But we gonna get this thing rocking, man. But how y'all been doing? How y'all been feeling, man? The regular season's over with. This is tournament time. It's either win or take your ass home. And like they say, if you don't want to party, take your dead ass home. Check out times at 11. Cinderella, go find you another fella. Your glass slipper don't fit. But my main question is, who do you think can actually win, go on a 4-game winning streak or a 3-game winning streak or a 5-game winning streak, I should say. Because somebody's going to have to run the gun. And will you have enough energy when it comes to championship time? If you make it to that championship game, or your players have that endurance? Do you have a rotation where you can sub folks out to save them for the next game? Or you going to throw it all on the line for every single game? Or you going to mess around and don't know how to substitute in and out? Ooh, Lord. That's the issue right there. You know, just like black folks, we late, you know. Let's see if they play. No, the game still ain't on, man. But I'm glad all y'all up in this joint. So we'll see what's going on with you. What's going on, Miss Whitley? How y'all feeling? Holler at old Major. What's happening? Texas Southern women already sent to the house. Hey, they getting ready for spring break. Texas Southern, y'all done went on to the house. Y'all go on down there to Galveston, get a little bit of that old Kappa Delta weekend. Kappa Beach. I think it was called Kappa Beach when I was in college. There was some crazy times back then, man. You traveling all the way from the deep south to Texas, and you ain't got $50 in your pocket, but you had a ball of your time, boy. Woo, it's all good. Any updates on Deshaun Ruffin? You know I don't know. You know how them folks is with these injury reports and what is wrong and what's tweaking and this and that. I have not heard if he's gonna play tomorrow or not. But that's a damn good question, man. So the what's the name? The game that we about to watch, where is it at? Well, you know, everybody's playing this year, but I'm trying to find that what they said about the last one. They had like who beat who and all this other stuff. But it is in the Gateway Center in Atlanta. It's a nice little gym, and that's what we need. And I think that if you can get there, because the airlines are crazy right now. You cannot even get on the flight if you go to the airline three hours ahead. If you got a flight and you traveling to Atlanta or anywhere else and you trying to get somewhere, man, just go ahead on it and go ahead and spend 6 hours in the airport trying to get there. Seriously, man. Because okay, the game one, Alabama State, they come in with a record of 8-22, 7-11 in conference. I mean, Alcorn, excuse me. Game one, Alcorn State. They come in with a record of 8-22. They are 7-11 in conference versus Alabama State, 10-21, 7-11 in conference. The Hornets won 81-66 in Montgomery last time they played. So, and Alabama State is the defending champion. So we'll see. I'm trying to see what's going on with this game, man. You know, this shit don't be. I think we live. Let's see. No, it says live. Oh, okay, come on. Let's see if we live. Okay, here we go. About to put it on. I'm about to put the game on. Alcorn only has 9 players playing.
McDaniels has to be a key for them. They need to get him going early, so expect them to keep trying to feed him.
Bird inside the stand back to Simpson. He'll pull it from 35. Rebounded by Woodard. They'll slow it down.
And I think this is smart. It's limited bodies. I think this is smart for Alcorn to not get into a fast-paced race car type game.
Alabama State won the regular season matchup against Alcorn 81-66. Looking for McDaniels. Lancaster will pull from 3 in the corner. Off the iron. And a rebound from Standback. He leads his team in rebounds, 5 per game. Transition 3 for Walker off the hill.
And one of the things I know Coach Matlock wants to do is he wants to get up a lot of threes, and I think his goal is just make between 8 and 12 of them. So I expect to see them keep jacking those things.
Back to Jamil Morris. Leads the team in assists, averaging 2 per contest. Lancaster jammed up. McDaniels going against Walker. Lancaster will pull it for 3. Off the mark. Alcorn's going to have to figure out how to deal with the size of Alabama State.
Yeah, and I think they've settled a little bit in these last 2 possessions. So I think what they've got to do is try to opportunity break. You get a turnover or you quick outlet, you try to go, but otherwise you got to stop. You got to set it up. You got to run something. I'm looking for McDaniel to kind of get involved a little bit more here.
Alcorn State 1 of 6 from the field in the early going. McDaniels cross court to Hamilton, leaves it short. Both teams trying to find their rhythm offensively. Simpson, he'll push. Loses it, stripped away. Tries to throw it off of Morris. Stand back on the floor. Morris, he'll push it.
Yeah, these are the times you want to try to push it. When you have a broken court, open floor, just got to finish.
Micah Simpson in the corner. Nick Woodard with the defense. Simpson, stand back in the corner against McDaniels. This is the matchup to watch. Kick to Bird, 5 to shoot, lets it fly, and off the mark. Slow offensive start for both teams, Coach.
Both teams struggling. I think a little nerves involved right now, Jared. I think they'll settle in.
Here's the guy that's got to get going.
Has to get
Daniels.
going. No question about it.
Draws the contact. Walker will pick up his first. All right. Only 2 points. 15-24 remaining in the first half. We'll take a timeout as both teams try to figure out their rhythm here offensively.
At JP Morgan Chase, we believe everyone deserves access to the tools and guidance for financial health. Our community and business.
Hey, all the games except the championship game will be on ESPN Plus. So if you don't have ESPN Plus, good luck to you getting the games. But I will screen as many games as possible. So And so once we come back on commercial, we'll put it back on there. But this is the bracket. That's the women's bracket. The game that we're watching right now these are Eastern times now. These are Eastern times. But this game we're watching is Alabama State and Alcorn. Alabama State is the defending SWAC tournament champions. They got to run a gauntlet. So you got to win the day. That's one game. 2 games. 3 games. 4 games. 5 games. So the defending SWAC champions are going to have to win 5 games in a row. Is it possible? Who knows? It's a lot of teams that got to win 5 games, and then some only got to win 3. That's why I say endurance is going to be the big key. So, but yeah. So it's about to be a low-scoring game. It says, hi, we're in getting the games for. How we're getting the games for? What do you mean, getting the games for free, or? I don't know. I don't understand that. But yeah, I'm gonna try to read all your comments, man. And we're gonna have a real good time, man. If you at work, just turn down your volume a little low, because you know I get a little loud. The game get a little loud. It's Monday. I don't have to work. I'm on spring break, and then I take my spring break. So I take the kids take a spring break, and then I'm gonna take my own spring break, because I'm gonna be on March Madness. It's crawfish season. Going up in the swamp, give me some crawfish, and I'm gonna ball them up. And so, but that's what it is, man. But thank all y'all for watching. Thank all y'all for hitting that like button. Like I said, you got a friend or a buddy. Y'all, what's the name? Tell them come on and watch. I don't charge nothing to watch games here. You just hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. But you know how these basketball commercials are. They take forever. But we're gonna roll with it. It's they used to have a countdown. But if y'all going, like I said, if you're going to Atlanta and you're flying there, really get to your airport a lot early and expect a long wait. I think they said it was Saturday or Sunday. Atlanta had 45 planes sitting on the tarmac waiting to deload. So, all right there, brother. You more than welcome. Man, at work watching the game. That's what's going on. Like I say, bro, if we don't support us, who the hell else will? You know, so yeah, as soon as the game come back on, man, I think these in the first half, these commercials are a lot longer. All right, here we go.
Mr. Last 6 shots. Alcorn State has Mr. Last 7. Both teams near the bottom of the SWAC when it comes to field goal percentage. And Coach, we've seen some of that come up here in the early stages.
Yeah, I think this is more about just being a little nervous, being a little anxious more than anything else. Both teams are physical and aggressive defensively, so that plays into it. It's going to be a hard night to score in the paint for a lot of them. But I think at the most part, you'll see them kind of settle in a little bit, and we'll see some shots go down and some plays being made. But really, we're a little nervous right now is what I'm seeing.
Got to settle in here in Atlanta. Defending SWAC champions, Alabama State, 10-21 overall, 7 conference wins, led by the 4th-year head coach, Tony Matlock. Alcorn State led by 1st-year head coach, Jake Morton. As Tyson McDaniels gets the shooter's roll on his free throw to give him his first point. 77% from the nail this season. He scored 14 points in the last meeting against the Hornets. He's going to have to come up big again, Coach.
He sure is. They need him. They need to get him started early.
Some pressure here from the Braves.
Yeah, a little change the tempo a little bit.
In the game now, Tyler Mason for Alabama State, trying to go to work early, and the tip in.
And that's going to be a challenge. Alcorn State has to do a really, really good job of limiting these guys to one shot. And Stanback's a pogo stick back there, cleaning up the offensive rebound.
First bucket for Stanback, the defensive player of the year in the SWAC. 8 to shoot for the Braves. Here's Morris. Mack in the game for the Hornets as well. Hamilton pulls it, strings, hits it at the shot clock expiration.
That's a really nice job. They were patient with it, used most of the clock, and got one down.
Here's Bird, an athlete. Anderson. Rajon Anderson, the leading scorer, averaging 14.5 a game. Down low. Mason, kick out to the corner. Bird for 3. Oxygen ball.
They doubled that post down there and created a little bit of havoc for Alabama State. They've got to prepare for that one.
Lancaster looking for McDaniels, throws it in traffic and turns it over. Hornets have numbers. Anderson, baseline. Looking for Standback. Standback looking for Anderson in the corner and deflected by Morris.
That's a great job by Alabama State on that screen and roll. That's one of the things Coach Matlock talked about was that their ball screen defense has to be on point because they'll see a ton of those in the course of a possession by Alcorn.
Mentioned it already, but it's worth mentioning again. The length of Alabama State is a problem to deal with, especially when you're undermanned like Alcorn State. Oh, what a shot by Rajon Anderson. He can fill it up. Shot that one from 30 plus.
Yeah, he's smooth in his release. He's got deep range, and again, they've put up a ton of threes already, so you can expect those to keep coming.
He scored a game high 23 the last time they met. The Queens University transfer. Kick to the corner to Hamilton. He'll try to drive baseline.
Size advantage. He'll play over top of him and play through him.
And draws the hit. Hamilton mad at himself. Wanted the three-point play. He'll head to the nail.
Hamilton's a tough cover. Put a smaller guy on him, and he'll do exactly what you just saw and back that one down, try to play through him. And if you put a bigger one on him, he's quick enough to get by a big and be able to make some things happen. And he's got 3 range as well, so he's a mismatch that we'll keep an eye on.
6'6" forward out of Atlanta, Georgia. Lawrenceville.
Back home.
Yep. A lot of us are back home. I'm from Atlanta.
Is that right?
He's from Atlanta.
No, I'm not from Atlanta, though.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm a New Jersey guy.
You're a Jersey guy?
But I live in right in Birmingham area.
Gotcha. Well, you're certainly popular, man. As soon as you walked into the building, like, you're shaking hands and kissing babies, and I'm like, I get a chance to sit next to the great Dottie Marsh.
Things are picking up a little bit offensively too, Jared. You can see it. Guys getting a little more comfortable. So
7 apiece. Approaching the 13-minute mark. Nice defense from Morris. Almost steals that away from Anderson. Back down inside. Count it. And the foul. Tyler Mason coming off the bench.
Nice job there. He's an active big that can do a lot of different things. And I was interested to see how much time he would get. And obviously Coach Matlock's gone to him fairly early. And he's contributing, making an impact.
What a great get for Alabama State, getting him transfer from Howard. Started 19 games for the Bison. Of course, Howard, the #1 seed in the MEAC. What a great season for Howard this year.
I'm seeing both these teams show a little bit of pressure. It's more nuisance pressure than to turn you over. But if you're careless, then they will come and get you. But this is just to take time off the clock, especially from Alcorn's standpoint.
Backdoor to Woodard. Morris on the reload, and a foul called.
Second chance opportunities, Jared. I think that's a premium for both those teams. If they can get an offensive rebound, then that does a couple different things. One, it keeps Alabama State from running. Yeah. That's what I think Alcorn wants to do, is to keep them out of transition. If you're on the other end of it, you're Alabama State, you're getting offensive rebounds, then you got a chance to kind of dominate a little bit.
Alcorn State only averaging 9 offensive rebounds per game, which is 10th in the SWAC. So second chance points, always a premium in any game. This free throw by Jamil Morris. Shoots at 78%. So he'll split the 2. Morris 0 for 2 from the field.
Very aggressive on-ball defender. Does a super job of keep people in front. If you don't take care of it, he'll pick your pocket.
Wide open three for Yates off the bench. That one off the heel. Long rebound to Simpson.
Again,
Mack,
chance.
Deep three. Leaves it short. And a foul on the floor. Foul going to be called on, it's like
Hamilton. I think they
Omar
got
Hamilton. Yeah.
Got him on that one again. They're trying to block out and keep these guys off the glass.
First personal for Hamilton. Marion Yates looking inside to Mason. Wasn't ready. Oh. All right, Yates. Oh, nice move inside. That was sweet right there. Sidestepping the defender.
The other trend I think you see happening, Jared, is Coach Matlock's playing a lot of bodies because he knows that Alcorn doesn't have as many, and I think he'll try to wear them down.
Only 9 available for the Braves. Corner 3 for Lancaster. Can't get it to fall. Alcorn State shoots 33% from 3. And a nice bucket from Ajon Anderson.
Yeah, he's a 3-level scorer. He can get it done from deep, and he can get it done nice mid-range and attacking that rim.
Alcorn State 0-4 from 3, 2-11 from the field. They're going to have to knock down perimeter shots.
Yes.
To deal with the length of Alabama State. McDaniels, he can play inside. Can't get that one to fall. Rebounded by Mack, and he'll push. Corner 3, Simpson. Yes, sir.
That may need a timeout on this one.
And Jake Morton will take it. Timeout on the floor. 17-8. Alabama State feeling it here in the early stages. 10:53 to go in the first half.
Well, somebody need to call Alcorn and wake up my favorite country cousins, man. They gotta wake up. Right now, they getting taken to the woodsheds and get the brakes beaten off them. But 8-17, you know, in the SWAC, man, I watched the game where it was Bethune-Cookman went on a 19-0 run against Southern, and Southern came back and made that game competitive. So hey, you know, tournament play is about guard play and it's about streaks. 3 minutes of a basketball game can really make you win or lose. So, hey, man, some folks got a spend the night bag. Some folks got an overnight bag. Some people got a suitcase. You know, now, Valley, I hope you got your spend the night bag because you going home. That's a given. You got your spend the night bag. Now, some folks done got them overnight bag, and then, like I say, some of them got a suitcase. We're going to find out if that suitcase is full or is it half empty. Or did you pack all that stuff and you going home soon? I don't know about the men's tournament this year. In the women's tournament, it's going to be hard to beat Alabama A&M. That's a given. It's going to be hard to beat those young ladies, man. So, and I tell people, don't take it personal that I'm saying this, but that's what it is. I mean, and rightfully so, she was coach of the year. I think they gave her coach of the year because she dresses like a nice young lady. I'm telling you, them outfits be outfitting on her. I'm telling you, you can put some cold peanut butter in a freezer for a year and pull it out of there, and you put it next to that coach, she's still thicker than that peanut butter. Lord have mercy. But anyway, I digress. I ain't saying nothing else. Get myself in trouble. What the hell just happened? All right, we back.
Thank you. 2 of 12 from the field for Alcorn State. They're struggling, dealing with the length of the Hornets. And they're also undermanned, only 9 available in this opening round. Inside, and a reach-in foul going to be called on the floor on Tyler Mason.
Tell you what's standing out to me, Jared, is after that first media timeout, there were no bench points and no fast break points for Alabama State. And you get to that last timeout they now have 10 bench points and 5 fast break points. So they're starting to impose their will a little bit.
And you see Alabama State trying to take advantage of the size, and there it is again. Tyler Mason, 6'9".
Strong, energetic, quick second jump.
He's got a quick 5 points already. Omari Hamilton, that one too tall from Morse.
And those are turnovers you can't afford to have just because they're on a run. Alabama State's on a run. You need to take care of it, get a good look, and maybe even get yourself a chance to get to a free throw line to get some buckets in.
Bryson Calamise checks in for the first time, and Calamise not 100% in this game, but he's going to tough it out for his team.
Yeah, he's a warrior, got that kind of mentality. So surprising that he's going to give this thing a shot.
The ball so well in their half-court sets, can't connect there. That one falls short for the Mates. 19-8 your score. Hamilton on the baseline, taking on Mack. Straight ahead 3. All nylon. Davian Williams shoots it 33% from deep.
He's a bit of a spark plug too, Jared. He does a nice job coming in off the bench, creating some energy for his team on both ends of the floor.
Contested jumper for Anderson. That one partially blocked, and here come the Braves. Straight ahead 3 off the mark. Lancaster keeps it alive. Nice move underneath and draws the contact. Marion Yates, he'll pick up the personal.
It's amazing. You see one go down and everybody gets a little extra energy. Everybody's pushing that thing a little bit harder and playing that defensive end. McDaniels did a great job of deflecting that shot to give him a chance to get out in transition.
Lancaster shoots it 76% from the line, averaging 11 points per game. And no dice on the first attempt. Lancaster, a transfer from Niagara University out of Maryland.
He played well in the first game, the only game that they actually played this year. He had 15 in that first game, and I think 3 of 8 from 3. So they need him to step to the plate today as well.
If you're Jake Morton, is the goal to stretch out this defense of Alabama State to try to spread them out? They're so tall.
I think that's one thing you want to do, but I think he also wants to make sure that they don't take quick shots. They've got to make sure they run some clock each time down, and maybe Alabama State breaks down or gives them an opening to get a look.
Simpson gives up to Anderson. 10 to shoot for the Hornets. Good defense from Calamise. Simpson leaves it short. Rebounded by McDaniels.
Great defensive possession right there. Great one.
McDaniels averages 5 rebounds per game.
I think he's the guy's got to touch this one. I think McDaniels has to touch this one.
Calamise to Hamilton. He's got the size advantage against Anderson. Calamise, bad pass. McDaniels, he'll pull it from 17. And a foul going to be called on Mario Andrews.
Landing area. I think he didn't allow him to come down and finish off of that shot. I think that's what they called on that one.
And I believe that was a shooting foul.
It definitely was.
Yeah.
Came down on his foot. You've got to give him room to land. And that's a good call by that official.
So if anyone's going to have to get it going for Alcorn, it's going to be Tyson McDaniels. Started every game this season. Scored 14 points, 8 rebounds. back on January 12th against Alabama State. And he's 6th in the SWAC in blocks per game as well.
One of my favorite players to watch. I think he's also 6th in total rebounds. He's one of the top in offensive rebounds, and he's number 1 in field goal percentage. He shoots at 56%. So there's a lot that has to go through him for Alcorn to be able to stay in this one and to give themselves a chance to win it.
19-12 lead for Alabama State. Braves slowly trimming that deficit. Here's Mack for 3. That went off the mark. And a tie up on the floor. It'll be a jump ball.
Jump ball.
And possession stays with Alabama State.
Timeout.
Another timeout. So Alabama State, after a hot start, they've missed their last 4 shots in a scoring drought in over 2 minutes, but they still lead 19-12 with under 8 to play in the first half.
Hey, what I tell y'all, man, what I say, 3 minutes in a basketball game will mess you up. They just went on a scoring drought for 2 minutes. Alcorn is coming back into the game. Basketball is one of those games where you cannot score in 2 to 5 minutes, or mainly 3 minutes, and the game just changes. The opponent don't have to score every time, but when you go into a scoreless drought of 2 minutes of actually playing on the court, it's hard, but you can do it, so. But once again, man, thank y'all for watching, man. If y'all new to the channel, just hit the like button and subscribe, please. And if not, y'all just sit back and enjoy while y'all at work or y'all out about or whatever. Just sit back and watch the game. Like I say, every game will be played on ESPN Plus, men and women. ESPN Plus until the championship game. The men's championship game will be played on ESPNU on March 14th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So if you're on the Central Time like me, that's 6:30. But it's going to be on ESPNU. But all these other games that you're looking at for the men's bracket and women's bracket, you will definitely be played on what's the name? You'll definitely be playing on ESPN Plus. So that's what it's all about, man. But I hope y'all having a good Women's History Month. Remember what our civil rights leaders try to tell us about the black woman, the most disrespected, the most unprotected. But guess what? I watched the funeral of Reverend Jackson, and you had a black woman, Kamala Harris, that came up there and said, "I told you so. I was right." And she was. So it is what it is, man. Listen, black women gonna save the world. A lot of us don't want to admit it, but they're gonna save us from every damn thing. So what it is, man. But this weekend, it will be a crawfish boiling weekend this Sunday. It will be some crawfish being boiled for the championship game. Saturday will be some barbecue. I will be on the grill. Because Saturday, we got what? The 2 o'clock. And, 8:30. Yeah, so Saturday, I'll be lit. Yeah. So, but man, that signing from Pascagoula, if you're getting 6'3" guys, 6'7" guys signing with your program coming out of high school while everybody's dependent on the transfer portal, which that transfer portal is out of control. There's nowhere in the hell, just my opinion only, your ass need to be 25, 26 years of age playing against damn 18-year-olds. That's your senior year in high school and you playing against middle school kids. Man, come on, bro. But they doing that stuff not for money. They doing that stuff for just to say we won one year. Look at Indiana. They won the college championship in football. Man, them damn dudes was 24 and 25 years of age, man. Come on, stop. 6 years, 7 years. Hey, if that's what it's going to be, that's what it's going to be. But don't sit there and act like that these are just young student athletes when these son bitches been in college longer than I've been in a combat zone. And I spent 5 years in a damn combat zone. And you got guys that are still playing college football. So screw it, man. Something got to shake. That's all I can say. I was very disappointed to see 25, 26-year-olds out there playing against them kids, man. Well, not kids. They all young adults. I take that back. They are men at 18. But my goodness, you 26 and you're a rookie in the NFL? God damn. But our people can't even get a chance. Can't get a shot. So the best thing it is for you to stick around and play and around in college for 6 years, 7 years, and then the NFL might give you a chance. But then the average NFL player career is only about 4 years at the most. So, hey, I have no idea how they're going to fix it. And the money issue, because it's a lot of schools suing each other, suing that person. They want that money back, this and that, man. It's all kind of trash, man. We back.
Jared Oliver, the coach, Donnie Marsh, along with Laurencia Moten on the call for the opening round of the men's game between the number 10 seed Alabama State Hornets and the number 11 seed Alcorn State Braves. The biggest difference so far has been the bench points, and we've talked about it a little bit in the open. Alabama State dominating 12-3 in bench points so far.
Yeah, they're getting some great contributions from Tyler Mason and a couple other guys that are really contributing. And Coach Morton knows that whoever he plays coming off that bench has to give him something. And so far he's got 3 from Davian Williams.
Here's Micah Simpson. Driving inside. Acrobatic attempt and draws the contact foul. Going to be called on Davion Williams, the 5'10 sophomore.
That's a good attack that time by Simpson. You can tell from the huddle that they wanted to make sure they were attacking a little bit more than they've been in the past in 12, 13 minutes. So try to get themselves to the free throw line. I'm sorry, Jay.
No, you're good. First personal on Williams. And Simpson nets the first free throw. Shoots at 77%. You know, Simpson has really doubled his points per game in minutes in his second season with Alabama State as well. 4th in the SWAC and made 3-point field goals per game as well, averaging 2 a contest as Anderson checks out.
He does a little bit of everything. Really fills that stat sheet up. 6th in assists in conference play and 16th in scoring, so top 20 scoring wise.
21-12 lead for Alabama State, the defending SWAC champions. You know, their seeding could be a whole lot different. You know, they ended the regular season losing 4 of their last 5. So, you know, this Alabama State team is talented. They just went on a slump to end things throughout the regular season.
You hit it on the head. And we can talk about that a little bit because I asked Coach Matlock about that. State goes to a 2-3 zone, changed it up a little bit.
And Hamilton at the shot clock buzzer puts it in. Hamilton's got 4. Excuse me, he's got 6. 7-point game, under 7 minutes to play in the first half.
Alcorn changes the favor. They go zone as well, trying to slow things down a little bit, make each other think a little bit more.
Screen from Standback. Simpson pulls it back for 3. And that one no good as the shot clock expires, and that'll be Alcorn State basketball.
I think they got a foul on that too.
And that'll be on Mario.
Watch this block out. See the block out. He just kind of pulls him out of there.
Yeah.
Yep, just pulled him out. Good job that time. Morris putting his body on the line.
Alcorn State is showing some fight here, despite being undermanned.
I'll tell you, that's what Coach Morton talks about. He said, we fight. The issue for us is being consistent with it. It's a challenge to do that because we're down bodies at times. That's it.
Oh, McDaniels with the flush.
He is a key, and they did a great job of kind of slipping out of that screen that time. No, Alabama State didn't do a good job of covering it.
Bird to the corner. Drives on Hamilton. Stand back to keep it alive and rejected from McDaniels. Good play on the other end. And now here comes the Braves. Transition 3 from Woodard. Oh, the Braves with a surge. 2-point game. (7-0) run for Alcorn. Stand back to Bird. Simpson looking for space. Euros inside, and the two-hand finish. The transfer out of from Howard, Tyler Mason.
Nice attack. That time he drew help and was able to kick it out. But Alcorn's doing a really good job of getting them to kind of play the way they want to play a little bit here. And you'll see that ball screen again. That wing ball screen is going to come. Try to see if they can get that action again.
Back down to McDaniels against the defensive player of the year in the lane. Morris counted plus the foul.
One of the underrated parts of Tyson McDaniels' game is his ability to pass out of the post. Mid-post, low post, does a terrific job of that. He did a nice job of finding Morris on that cut.
That was Jamil Morris, transfer out of Fairleigh Dickinson. Morris is 78% free throw shooter. And completes the three-point play. 1 point game, just like that, Coach.
Yep, that's the way it can happen. They're doing a really good job of trying to keep them off the glass.
Bird to stand back, down low, and a foul called as Tyler Mack went up for the left-hand lay. That's going to be on Nick Woodard.
And I'm not so sure that was even necessary, to be honest with you. He just kind of walled up on that. Woodard has to make a point of staying out of foul trouble.
Yeah.
Just because, A, they're limited in bodies, but the other part of that is he's valuable to this team, I think, in a game like this.
Picks up his second foul as Tyler Mason can't connect on the first free throw.
He's going to really, really have to play smart down this stretch because he does not want to pick up that third foul.
Mason no good on the second attempt.
Now we got a ball game.
Alcorn State with a chance to take the lead. Lancaster back in the game. Here's McDaniels, size advantage against Bird. Cutting, Lancaster inside against the trees. That one blocked.
That's why you need a mid-range
pushing the pace.
Shot.
Loses it. Palesi gets it. Down low. They love this matchup. And Mason once again, a bucket underneath.
Yeah, he's playing a really, really solid game for them in his minutes coming off the bench. He's turning over that right shoulder every time, and I think Alcorn's got to make a little bit of adjustment to take that away from him.
3-point lead for the Hornets. McDaniels, and a tie-up, and he'll shoot two. Mason already with 9 points, coach, for Alabama State. 4 or 6 from the field, and the game plan, no surprise, is to attack the interior of the Alcorn State defense.
Absolutely. He's so active, and he's physical. He's a strong kid that elevates quickly, first and second jump. So he's having his way right now, and I think Alcorn's got to make a little bit of an adjustment on that.
McDaniels, 2 of 4 from the line.
He's going to get there a good amount of times here tonight. So today, so he's going to have to connect a little bit more consistently from that free throw line. I think he's certainly capable of doing it.
Asian Anderson and just Stephen Walker back in for Alabama State. For the Hornets, it's Bird, Simpson, Palesi, Mason, stand back.
It's time to pull the pressure off, and that is straight 2-3 zone.
5 on the floor for Alcorn. Lancaster, Morris, Woodard, McDaniels, and Hamilton. Walker, stand back. Oh, the trees there working down low.
You'll see that if we get a chance to look at it again. Just too easy on the duck end. They gave Jay Stevens too much room in there, and then they got to dive from the other post. So
lead back to 3 for Alabama State. Morris drives. Tough shot over Anderson. Can't get it to fall. Anderson up ahead. Thought about it. Takes on Lancaster up and under. Loose ball. Walker. And the putback.
He'll say that was an assist, but I don't really believe it. But it turned out nicely for him.
Stand back, cleans it up. Stand back with 6 points, averaging 8 per game.
Very important 3 minutes right here, Jared. Alcorn has to stay connected. They don't want to let Alabama State get away from them right here.
5-point games. Alcorn State went on a 7-0 run to tighten things up. They're now down by 5. McDaniels, against the Defensive Player of the Year, draws the contact. And it'll be a timeout on the floor, so they'll shoot free throws after the break. 5-point game. The undermanned Alcorn State trying to make things and keep things interesting here at the Gateway Center in the opening round.
Well, Alcorn only has 9 players. Now, I ain't the smartest man in the bunch, but you got 9 players and you expect to win 5 games in a row. The math ain't mathing. But hey, I done seen other stuff, so you never know what's going to happen. We're running a 9-man rotation to try to win 5 games in a row. That's pretty tough. I don't know why they only got 9 players. Probably because they ain't got no damn internet and they can't get out of them damn woods or some shit. I don't know. But anyway, man, there's going to be some very interesting games coming up pretty soon. And I just really don't know about every time I look at this men bracket, I'm like, yeah, this one. Then I'm like, nah, this one. Then I'm like, yeah, this one. So you never know though. So yeah, nah, I'm just. It's a team like Texas Southern who hadn't looked good all season, but it's Johnny Jones and it's the tournament. So do you really want to bet against Johnny Jones? Then again, hey, Bethune-Cookman is supposed to be the champions, but Bethune-Cookman ain't the same Bethune-Cookman that started off SWAC play. I can tell you that now. They don't look the same to me. So, hey, man, I don't know. Pine Bluff is another one. Southern's another one. Yeah. Hey, you just never know. With this men's tournament this year, this one's hard. There's no clear favorite, in my opinion. So, it's going to get down to the nitty-gritty. But thank y'all for joining once again. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Once you hit that like button, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It's a beautiful, nice Monday afternoon for tournament play. And hopefully, if you go into the game, you'll be able to get there and get to visit some good Atlanta, which not fun of Atlanta, but hey, have yourself a good time. Go to Magic City. Tell them the Black Jew sent you and ask for Thunder. Nah, I don't think Thunder's still working there. If Thunder's still working there, man, Thunder my age now, gotta be. So I don't think Thunder working at Magic City. But I'm pretty sure she got a cousin or niece or something working up in there. But yeah, it's good times, man. But in other SWAC news and notes, spring break means spring football is starting up. I've been seeing some highlights. I've been seeing some little clips. Now, I don't know of any school that's actually going to show their spring game. But if a school decides to show their spring game, I will definitely live stream it. But as of now, I don't know any school that's going to show a spring football game. How the college NIL stuff is working and how somebody can come up and just approach you. I mean, they worse than a Wall Street day trader. Them folks, man, it's crazy. But I do have to give Falk, even though he's not Southern culture to me, but I do have to give him credit He is constantly staying down at them local high schools down there in New Orleans. And that's how it's supposed to be. Go down there. Just like Mo Williams went down there in Pascagoula. You got to go down there to your local talent, man. But the thing is, you got to develop these young men on the football, basketball, baseball. And speaking of baseball, I'll be in Chicago in May. I think Perry be playing somebody. I don't know who it is, but I will be there. And so,
Morton in his first season and trying to keep things close here with the defending SWAC champions, Alabama State Hornets. 2:46 to play here in the first half. 29-24 your score, Coach.
Yeah, we talked about them managing the tempo, and they've done a pretty good job of that, I think. The other thing, they're getting to the free throw line, and they've done a pretty decent job of keeping Alabama State off of it. Alabama State, I think, went to the line 26 times in that game in January. So they're keeping them off the line. They're getting there themselves. They just got to keep converting when they do get to the line. Again, a very important 2:46 left here in this first half.
Daniel's already 5 of 7 from the free throw line, so that's got to be something you're proud of if you're head coach Jake Morton. Get your best player to the free throw line, maybe slow the game down a little bit as well.
No doubt. It's exactly what his strategy, I think, is.
2 for 2 for McDaniels. 8 total points. On the floor for Alabama State, Bird, Simpson, Anderson, Stanback, and Walker.
I think State was a little confused about what defense they were in there. They showed it like it was zone, but it's man-to-man.
Back to Simpson. Jabs. And how about Walker in the corner? Can't get it to fall. And 3-second violation.
No, I think it's 3. Maybe it's his third foul.
Oh, that's his third foul?
Yeah. Stand back.
Stand back.
Yeah.
That is his third, Coach.
Yep.
You were right.
Yep.
That's a lot in one half, man.
But
10 total fouls for Alabama State.
Woodard did a really nice job there of competing for that rebound. Again, I've watched these guys a lot during the course of the year, and he, to me, is always the kind of missing ingredient. When he shows up and he plays well, they play well. When he struggles or he gets himself into foul trouble, they struggle. So.
Nick Woodard, 59% from the nail. And Nick Woodard, you talk about consistency with Tyson McDaniels, but Woodard also started every game this season, Coach. Had 8 points in their last meeting against the Hornets.
He's capable. I've seen him explode for some big days, some big nights for his team. They need him today.
And the transfer out of Stony Brook goes 2 for 2 from the line. 1 point game again. Alabama State in front, 2:17 to play. Anderson to Yates, wide open 3, too strong.
Again, this defense is, Coach Morton's done a great job. It looks zone, but it's man, so it's a matchup. He's going to draw a double team. Hamilton will. Now you just got to move this basketball. Here it comes, same action.
McDaniels got the matchup he wants against Walker. Fadeaway jumper. All strings for McDaniels.
He's feeling it now.
That'll give him double digits. Alcorn State with the lead. Batted in the air. Anderson recovers. 11 to shoot for Alabama State. Anderson fires. Way off. Here come the Braves. They've got numbers. Euro step. And gets his own rebound, Morris. And a timeout, Alabama State. And how about the bench for Alcorn? Feeling it here. 32-29, undermanned. And they're giving themselves a chance here. Staying alive, 1:05 to play in the first half.
Hey, what I tell you, man, how these mood swings, how these things will change in a second. Well, a couple of minutes. Now they fight for their life right now, man. Okay, they didn't go to the thing. Here we go.
It's the fight for 40. He feels like he gives himself a chance. Now, The way they're playing right now, they're controlling this tempo, and I think that's huge for his team because he, again, doesn't have the bodies that Alabama State can run at him.
They don't run for Alcorn State. How about that?
Yeah, that's all on that defensive end. I really think State's been confused about what they're in, and so they've settled for some shots as opposed to getting the shots that they want to take. And you do that and limit a team to one, you got a chance to go on a run.
Alcorn State now with 12 points in the paint. Alabama State with 18. Anderson trying to get downhill off the glass. No good. Rebounded by McDaniels.
That was a forced drive right there.
Jamil Morris. Woodard lets it fly. Air ball.
Damn.
You like that shot, Coach?
I did not. Not when you got a 3-point lead and you half running down. You can get that shot in the last 5 seconds of the shot clock.
40 seconds to go in the first half.
Look at the game clock.
32-29. Alabama State, the defending SWAC champs.
The game clock ain't moved yet.
Foul. Called on Hamilton.
Not shooting it, so.
That clock been at 40, and that ain't moved in 34 seconds. Boy, y'all ain't my
Cameron
shit.
Pellesi will check back in for the Hornets.
Only problem with that foul was it's his second. And,
yeah.
He's an important body for them.
They don't know
foul
what
at the end of the first half.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need to take that one. That's exactly right.
Yates will inbounds. Oh, stolen away. McDaniels in a one-way ticket to the rim. And gets hung.
Hell no.
Well, you don't see that too often from him.
You do not.
Transition three. Leaves it short. Gets his own long rebound from Mack.
Look, the clock still ain't moving. Look at the clock.
And about a 1 second difference between the shot and game clock.
The clock still ain't moving.
Simpson. Double. Somebody's open. Up top, looking for Walker and out of bounds.
Wow.
Coach Madlock did not want a ball screen there because they're going to trap in that ball screen, and that gets the ball
that was
out
two of the most goofiest
out of
plays
Simpson's
in America.
hands. So he just wanted to open the floor and let him attack one-on-one.
Get this shit off my damn TV screen.
So 6.6 to play in the first half. Tyler Mack will inbound it.
Important 6 seconds right here.
The lob to Walker. Great execution. 1 second remaining. Morris lets it fly. And off the mark. So Alcorn State holds on to a 1 point lead as the first half ends. Leading scorer in the game is Tyson McDaniels. How about him? 2 of 5 from the field, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. He's got 3 rebounds to go with it as well, Coach.
Special. He's a special player. I think he'd like to have that dunk attempt back. Just lay that one in, get the points, and get back and play some defense. So, but all in all, Alcorn's got to be really pleased with where they are right now, and in a situation where they are close enough to put a little bit of pressure on Alabama State, and I think that's important.
And let's go to Laurencia Morton with Coach Morton.
Alabama State was going to bring the pressure today. Your team was able to cut it within 1 and then take the lead going into halftime. Talk to me about what the priority is moving forward so you can come away with this win.
Well, we knew Alabama State's going to be an aggressive team, tough team, well-coached team. We got to do a better job on offense. And I think our defense is pretty good. We kind of getting good stops. We rebound the ball at a pretty high clip. We just got to shoot it a little bit better going into the second half.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Coach. Good luck in the second half, okay? Back to you guys.
Thank you, Laurencia. Coach Morton, first-year head coach, 15th head coach in program history. He spent some time with the great Leonard Hamilton at Florida State, and he's got his Alcorn Braves up 32-31. We'll take a break. This is halftime.
All right, it's halftime. What y'all thinking? I'm thinking Alabama State in a little some trouble. But then again, it's going to come down to the second half, and do you have the endurance running that small little rotation that you have? And Alabama State playing goofy, but Alcorn playing goofy too, shit. And so, yeah. Okay, we got some comments saying that look, Alcorn can hold it. Look how they're coming back. Yeah. Hey, I'm telling you that Alcorn team beat Bethune-Cookman and Jackson State towards the end of the season. So they can play. It's just with 9 men, how far do you think you can make it with just 9 men playing? That's the only problem I'll have. Alabama State, I thought they would play a lot better than they did, but you know, let's say if they can hold the momentum they built, I see a chance. Yeah, it's all about this second half, how tired you are, how fresh you are, and how your rotation, you work in your rotation. So that comes into with basketball, because see, basketball is constantly moving, whether you walking, running, and then it's physical down in the paint. Well, it used to be physical, not now. I mean, it's all about shooting 3-pointers. If you can get hot from 3-point land, but this is not surprising, but I'm pretty sure Alcorn will be feeling themselves if they beat Alabama State, the defending SWAC tournament champions. So that's what we're looking at. Yep. But in college basketball, seen a lot of second half comebacks. Yeah, definitely. Like I say, man, you can go on a non-scoring streak for 2 minutes. Like I said, I've seen, especially in the SWAC, 19-0 runs, 12-0 runs, 13-0 runs, just like in a blink of an eye. And I'm like, damn. So it's all about guard play and how you can handle that ball. Got to get you a good guard. All tournaments, especially basketball tournaments, that point guard, the floor general, you got to keep them up in there. They control everything. So we definitely gonna see, man. But once again, man, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for
and then we have the president
sitting there watching and hitting the like button. And so listen to a little music.
The 2026 Chevy Equinox is ready for your daily drive.
The rodeo is coming to Jackson, Mississippi on May 15th. They just had the Black Rodeo in Houston. Hey, man, some good times, man.
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Think we got one right here, y'all. I feel my hip coming on, y'all. Can I sing my song, y'all? Yeah.
Listen to Lil King George.
If somebody told you something about little old me,
as soon as the game come back on, we put it on there.
Go ahead and believe. If somebody told you something about little old me, yeah, go ahead and believe. Go ahead and believe. Go ahead and believe. I don't pay no attention, no side. Somebody's always talking, they always talking. They can't stop talking, why they can't stop talking? Telling your business over that hard. They done went and told somebody, yeah, found somebody, yeah. Please help that man, cause he can't stop talking. Somebody told you something, I'm go ahead and believe, go ahead and believe, go ahead and believe, go ahead and believe. If somebody told you something, go ahead and believe, go ahead and believe, go ahead and believe, go ahead and believe. If they talk about you, they'll talk about little old me. Some people tell everything they know and mix lies in between. They'll build you up, next minute they'll tear you down. They'll throw dirt all on your name and spread lies all over town. Now I don't like people, some people don't like KG. Tell them keep that energy over there and you'll be alright with me. Cause I don't like talking, so I won't be pleaded by KG. You can believe what you want to believe, just please stay out of my face. If somebody told you something, go ahead and believe, go ahead and believe, go ahead and believe, go ahead and believe. If somebody told you something, go ahead and believe, go ahead and believe.
Hey, if anybody want to come up and say something, I'm gonna drop the link, man.
Somebody's always talking.
If it's Alcorn, Alabama State fan, the link is dropped. Y'all want to come up and say something?
Yeah, find somebody else. Please help that man, cause he can't stop talking. Listen here. See the same dog to bring me the bone. He'll take another one back. So be careful what you tell people, cause they won't get told like that. They'll twist up all your words, make you out of line. They'll have you so confused, and asking yourself why. Cause they never done them no wrong, never wish them no bad. But they can't seem to stop your blessing. So mad.
Alcorn was playing slow at the beginning of the first. They was actually down by double digits. And then Alabama State went on a scoring drought for about 2 minutes, and Alcorn chipped at that lead. That's how this game is turned around. Yeah, they just started cooking towards the end of the thing. Yeah, but at the beginning, the first 5-10 minutes, they was getting blown out. Then Alabama State couldn't score. Alcorn does have pretty good defense, and so that's how this game has turned out to be like this.
If you got hit, even if you were not driving, you need to try this.
Because if you were in a car accident,
they might be able to, but the thing is, the next game, Alcorn got to win 5 games in a row to win the SWAC championship.
Man, we had time.
Yeah, missing that wide open dunk at that height, I have no idea what he was thinking. Hey, on a Monday, let the pole me. You got money on them for this game? You might be all right this game. Like I said, it's gonna be that endurance, man. And I told myself that I wasn't gonna drink no more. But that show us a lie, 'cause today here I go. It's just me and a few good friends. It's hard to be about to do it again. Yeah, Alabama State kind of shocked me this season that they played this horrible. Because that team last year was built tough. They was built Tonka tough. They say Bama getting hold on. Whoa. They say Bama getting a 10-point lead. Can you make it strong? I gotta get right, my baby's waiting at home. Yeah. Say Bama gonna get a 10-point lead in the second half. I don't know, man. Just let me. I got you. I got you. Throw me up some more. If you want that juice, put your cups in there. If you want that hit, put your cups in there. If you want that moonshine, put your cups in there. 'Cause we gonna party. You just don't care. I'm finna throw me up some more, baby. I'm finna throw me up some more. Oh, my mind. I'm finna throw me up some more. Y'all. It's all good, man. This winner go home. Somebody glass slipper is not gonna flip. Cinderella, go find you another fella. We party like we just don't care. Yeah, so, hey, but you know you got to win. You survive, move on, whatever it may be, because we know we only got one team is going.
Friday night. Fellas call up the homies. Ladies call up the girls. It's time to get live tonight. I'm about to hit the dance floor. Show you how we do it down in Charleston. Hey, let's go.
You better be from down south. Man, I'm from Orleans Parish, man. 6 Ward to me. Okay, South Texas. All right. I was just down there for the rodeo in Houston, bro. The black rodeo in Houston. It was no fighting this year. No shooting, none of that stuff. I guess they tightened up on all that. Because last year, man, it was like a war zone down through there.
Hey, kids, come here. Yes, Paul? What do you reckon that is? We're going to have to get down there and see what this carrying on is all about.
Somebody just put 2,000 on Alcorn. Whoa, wait a minute.
She heard about my music and she like how I smell. I was speechless like her body put me under the spell. I offered her a drink.
Oh, from Boston. Man, I'm a Celtics fan, bro. I go up there once a year to see the Celtics play. Where you from, Roxby? You got to be from that black section of Boston. That's something serious, man. Yeah, when the game come back on, it's on halftime, but when the game come back on, I will switch back to the game. We just sitting here chilling, man. And like I said, if somebody want to come up and talk, they go to the link. It don't matter, just hit the link. This is the first game of the SWAC. Yeah, you can find the tournament breakdown on SWAC.org. But I will be popping in and out and sitting there. So we just get started. Monday through Sunday. Saturday is the good old barbecue. All right. Here we go. All right, they're getting ready to start, man. But hey, man, shout out to y'all. That's keeping me entertained while I keep y'all entertained.
Do the same. He also told me that the message in the locker room was defense, and he's emphasized that. He said defense, defense, defense. So expect that in the second half.
Thank you, Laurencia. So McDaniels for Alcorn State leads all scorers with 10 points, 2 of 5 from the field, 6 of 8 from the line. Hamilton gets to a spot early, left hand layup is good.
I think they found something with that. They really have. Omarian's doing a really good job of attacking no matter who's in front of him.
On the floor for the Hornets, it's Bird, Simpson, Palesi, Standback, and Walker. And for Alcorn State, Lancaster, Morris, Woodard, and McDaniels.
Woodard's got to be really careful here and not pick up anything cheap.
Standback, deflected, and here comes Alcorn State the other way. McDaniels had a great first half. What's the call? It's going to be a charge.
Yeah, it's a good call, too. And police did a great job of sitting there, waiting for him, and inviting him, kind of enticing him to that move. And Tyson's got to make sure he stays out of foul trouble in this half.
(34-31). Palesi off the Walker screen. Down low to Walker. Kick out to Simpson for three. Good defensive recovery from Lancaster, but a foul. Inside.
They did a good job of taking away that three and forcing him inside the line, but then in getting back into the play, he did foul him. So Simpson will be at the line for a couple.
Foul called on Lancaster. Team second.
That was one of the things we talked about too, Jared, at the half was they've only been to the line 5 times in that first half. And in that first meeting, they went to the line 26 total times. So if they can continue to keep Alabama State off the line, I think that'll be another key for this second half.
Micah Simpson, a 77% free throw shooter. Played JUCO at Walter State, first team all-conference. Leads the team in assists with 3 per game. And a nice grab off the boards from McDaniels.
Those are 2 pogo sticks right there going at it, boy.
Lancaster on the handoff, gets it back in the corner 3. Wide open.
That's kind of false action, the handoffs. I think they're just trying to run time with that. But, again, they got the look they wanted because Alabama State just didn't handle things defensively.
36-32, Jamil Morris puts it in for the Braves. Wide open 3 for Bird in the corner. All strings, a good response from the Hornets.
Great corner kick on the drift. Nice job on the penetration by Police. And he delivered a great pass to Bird.
Baseline drive for Hamilton. Trying to work the defensive player of the year. That time, Standback gets the best of him. Simpson pushing the pace. Standback. Bunny jumper is good.
That's a nice play. Nice play there. I can see what Alcorn's strategy is, Coach Morton. They're trying to attack, see if they can get that 4th foul on Standback. Try to get him out of this game.
Standback 4 of 9 from the field with 8 points. McDaniels with the step, the mismatch. Left-hander no good, and the claws of Standback collects that rebound. And a turnover by Alabama State, and they get it back. Straight ahead 3 for Simpson, leaves it short.
Second chance opportunity.
My goodness, get you a mid-range jump shot, somebody.
Simpson will slow it down here. They've been up and down the court this entire second half, Coach.
Yes, they have. And I see their strategy as well. That's a 3rd now on Woodard. And again, this is critical for Alcorn State to stay out of foul trouble because of their limited bench.
So this will be the 3rd time Alabama State goes to the free throw line to start things off here in this second half.
Yep. Again, I had written down as an adjustment for Alabama State, attack and not settle. I think they settled taking the shots that Alcorn wanted them to take in that first half, and you can see now they're trying to be the aggressor and kind of dictate what happens.
Alabama State only went to the free throw line 5 times in the first half.
Exactly.
So Walker checks out for Alabama State. Back on the floor for the Hornets is Tyler Mason, the 6'9" junior, transfer out of Howard.
9 points in 9 minutes in that first half for him.
Yeah, he was a huge factor for them down low.
No doubt. And now Alcorn's a little smaller now with Woodard out, and they brought in Davion Williams. So They're a little smaller, but
it rejected off the backboard by Stanback. But it'll stay here.
You just got a picture of why he's a defensive player of the year right there.
Check it out again.
Boy, oh boy, he just swallowed that up.
Morris thought he had easy too.
Yeah, he sure did.
And a whistle.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Mason that time.
Tyler Mason.
Yeah, you got to let those guys cut. You got to let them run. They've got to be able to go free. You can bump them a little bit, but if you hang on too long, they're going to call it.
Corner 3 ball for Lancaster. No good. And here Simpson tries to collect. Wanted to get out and run there.
Yeah, long shot, long rebounding. He just lost the handle on it a little bit. Mason's a little frustrated there. Thought he had McDaniel on his back. Didn't get the ball. Boy, Jamil Morris is so impressive on that basketball.
Yeah, no kidding. Contested 3 for Simpson.
Man,
and how about the defense?
You don't
from
want
number
to make
1
a living like that. You don't want to make a living like that. That was big time by Morris.
And Jamil Morris is letting him hear about it. So Alabama State with a 3-point lead here. 39-36.
Oh, shit.
8 points for Morris.
My bad.
They brought Woodard back with 3 fouls, so that tells you how important Coach Morton thinks this time period is right now.
Williams against Anderson. McDaniels gets the step. Oh, what an acrobatic finish for Tyson McDaniels.
And look at where the shot clock was when he took the shot. They did a great job of milking it and getting the look that they wanted to get. There he is again on that ball.
12 points for the junior. Straight ahead 3, no good for Yates. Loose ball collected by Williams. And Hamilton, he'll get it to a guard. Mismatch. McDaniels against Anderson.
He's a great passer from there.
And turns it over.
Turns that over.
Bird weaving through traffic, trying to go coast to coast, draws the hit. Foul will be caught on Amari Hamilton. And looks like the Braves a little frustrated there off that last sequence offensively.
Yeah, because I think what happened there was he tried to force that. Tyson tried to force that pass a little bit. And Omari and Hamilton was coming behind him on the pull behind. So they'll get it straightened out. They'll get it right.
39-38. Alabama State.
Right, 39-38. As you can see, this game is going to be a little bit closer than what we think. You got folks going on little scoring drives. You got a little defense, little bad offense, little bad defense. So, hey, man, you got to play like both of these teams. All teams got to play like there's no tomorrow. But then again, like I say, do you have that endurance? Because you got to play tomorrow. Serious, man. You got to play tomorrow. Because the winner out of this game plays tomorrow at 2 p.m. Yikes. Which is 1 o'clock. So by the time this game is over with, you got less than 24 hours. Less than 24 hours. My bad. You got less than 24 hours. Can you do it again? Hey, man. Tell you. There's no breaks. How fresh can you be? Truth to Power said winner loses big tomorrow. I don't know, man. We'll see. Some teams can get hot, man. It depends on the endurance of your team. How you actually train, what were you really doing on your all-season workouts, your season workouts? I mean, that's what it comes down to. How have you trained yourself also? Training to me has always been an individual responsibility. So, I mean, yeah, well, I'm a career military man also. So if I did not do it on my own to train myself to get better, you stay mediocre. So, and trust me, you cannot be mediocre and stay in the military 20 years. I don't give a damn what branch and who you are. You got to train yourself. You got to prepare yourself. You got to do stuff on your own. So, trust me, I would like to see a Cinderella go to the SWAC championship game. But I don't see it because this whole field is so hard to come by right now. So, yeah, but we'll find out in a little bit. Say Alcorn can win with 2s while Bama keep going for 3s. That is I keep telling folks, if you own with 3-pointers, you own. But if you streaky, if you only hitting by 30% of your 3-pointers, 2-pointers will kill you. I'm telling you, if you got a mid-range jump shot, please go play basketball. And I got it. Everybody wants to be Steph Curry. I got it. But that man has been doing that stuff since he was a little boy. Not everybody can go shoot them threes like Steph Curry. Man, you got some, like in the NBA, I think it's some of them folks are averaging 10 to 15 3-pointers per quarter. That's crazy, man. So I would definitely work my magic inside because we don't have post players anymore. You get a 7-footer, they want him to be. They want him to be.
Welcome back to the Gateway Center. Jared Oliver, Coach Donnie Marsh, and Laurencia Moten on the call. 1-point game here, 39-38.
Yeah, some things standing out a little bit too, Jared, as Alabama State prepares to go back to the line again. Again, only 5 free throws in that first half, and now they're going back to the line to take their 10th and 11th free throw. So again, Auckland State has to do a better job of making sure they defend without fouling. A, because they don't have the bodies to sustain that.
You ain't check your
B,
inbox in
you
probably
want to keep this
about 3
team
weeks,
off
man.
the line. Don't let them find any kind of rhythm. They've done a great job. They're 3 for 21 from 3, and that's the area where Coach Madlock really wanted them to try to knock down between 8 and 12.
I sent you my phone number,
they're covering
man.
that part of it pretty well.
Tyler Bird with 6 points. Perfect from the line so far, and remains perfect. So Alabama State leads 41-38.
Different defensive look. It's a 1-3-1 now. And usually you get the shot from the corner or you find the middle of it.
Alcorn State is moving that ball. Straightaway 3. Doesn't get the shooter's roll, but Hamilton keeps it alive for the Braves. Wraparound pass to McDaniels in the side of the paint and finishes.
Second chance points. We keep harping on that for both teams. The ones that can get them, they make a difference for you, and that's a really, really big-time rebound by Hamilton and a terrific inside dish to a cutting McDaniels.
Hamilton saw the double, gave it up to McDaniels.
And they were the two that were kind of getting after each other to that timeout. So they got it straightened out. They're good.
15 points for McDaniels, game high for both teams.
2-3 zone now from Alcorn.
Ew,
They're going to try to run that wing ball screen.
41 apiece. Loose ball. Morris almost had that one and runs into the scores table.
Tell you what, he's
an athlete, man.
He's a bulldog, too.
Yeah.
He will get after you.
I think you know.
I like the way he plays. Aggressive, tough, physical.
I'm gonna show you that you didn't send me
He does
your
a really,
phone
really
number.
good job of impacting what you do at the point.
Agent Anderson, step back jumper, off the mark.
One
rebounded
shot
by Woodard.
Yep,
I'm
there
telling
it
you.
is.
I'm looking at the phone right
Coach
now.
Moore's gonna have him slow
I
that
don't
thing
have
down a little bit.
no
Nothing
phone
quick.
number from you.
Braves have a chance to take the lead. Oh, and that one rejected off the glass. Well, it'll be a goaltending. Third goaltending of the game, Coach.
Yeah, that was clearly that it hit the glass and was trying to do something, and big fella wanted to go get it. That one had no shot at going in after he hit that glass, but he just kind of gave him 2.
I always thought if you're a coach, maybe you have this philosophy too, like if you're going to block a shot or if you don't have the advantage, just block it anyways, goaltending. You know what I mean? But I guess maybe you're giving them points. So
giving them points, yeah. I would not adopt that philosophy as a coach.
Like, you know, maybe like it's like a mental thing. Like, don't let them see it go in. Maybe, I don't know.
Right.
I think they already know that he can go get them, so he ain't gonna, fool them with anything. He's just got to be more disciplined on that one, and just get the rebound and start a fast break.
That's why I've never coached basketball. So I'm sitting over here with you.
2 more free throws. Here we go, though.
Yeah, missed the first one. Mason's been busy tonight. 9 points, 4 of 6 from the field in 12 minutes. And now 1 of 5 from the free throw line.
1 of 5 from the free throw line. That boy can't make 2 with a pencil.
So the underman Alcorn State Braves with a 2-point lead under 14 minutes to play here in the second half. Williams fakes. Going up against Bird. Screen from McDaniels. They work it. The Lancaster in the corner. Hamilton spins. Kick to the corner. All day. Can't hit it. Rebounded by McDaniels. Keeps the possession alive. McDaniels sees the double. Gives it up. Morris tripped up.
He waited for the double. He invited the double because he is such a good passer. Willing passer, I should say. But he does a great job of it, too.
So in comes Simpson and Walker for Alabama State, along with Plessy. And the officials moderating a little tie-up underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Game is getting physical down the stretch here.
It sure is. You're right.
Oh, nice feed underneath to McDaniels. Draws the contact, and he'll once again head to the free throw line.
Very, very nice out-of-bounds play execution. Did a super job of that. Got the cross screen for Tyson McDaniels, and he freed up underneath the basket. Good delivery. Did a smart thing by shot faking that.
Daniels going to the charity stripe for the 10th time.
Pretty impressive. To me, he's got a little bit of everything in his game. He can impact the game in so many different ways.
Leads the team in points, rebounds, and blocks. I'd imagine the Alabama State players, they probably knew Alcorn State was undermanned, and, them with a 3-point lead right here. I'm pretty sure it's frustrating if you're a Hornets fan.
And you got to be careful about that frustration level just because there's still 13 minutes to go in this game. So you don't want to let it get away from you just because you're a little bit frustrated. And I'm sure Coach Madlock will make sure.
McDaniels continues to take care of business at the free throw line. He's got 17 points now. 9 of 11 from the free throw line.
Look where they're starting their offense, Jared. And this is all about Morris on the ball. They started that offense so far out. Again, taking a shot that they don't really want to take. It starts with Jamil Morris out top. Just a great job by him.
Low percentage shot, Coach.
Yep, definitely.
Hamilton recovers.
Plenty of time. No need to rush. This is what they want anyway. They want to use that clock inside. They got a mismatch.
Morris, Williams, Hamilton,
got to get
7 to shoot.
You got to get them out.
Oh, what a shot over the tall to Stephen Walker to Williams.
He's the only one off that bench that scored, I believe.
High arcing shot against the big fella. Mack back in the game for ASU as well. Simpson gets downhill, has a step, but a reach-in foul going to be called on Davion Williams.
Yeah, they caught him handing the cookie jar there. He didn't need to because he had help. Tyson McDaniel was tracking that one to try to go get it, but he got a little impatient, reached on it, bailed him out.
So Cameron Plessy checks in for Asian Anderson. Keep in mind, Alabama State beat Alcorn State by 15 points in the regular season.
Yep.
How about this turnaround?
Yep. One meeting this year.
Welcome to March.
Yeah, you got it. Exactly right.
Approaching the 12-minute mark. The 11th seed Alcorn State leading the defending SWAC champions, Alabama State. Walker takes a contested three off the backboard. No good as the shot clock expires. And now Alcorn State, a chance to extend their lead here, up 6. Morris downhill. He's been so active. Another bucket with the left-hand lay.
He is impacting the game at both ends. And I don't think Coach Matlock wanted to take this timeout, but he's going to have to burn it.
He got no choice.
11-0 run for Alcorn State. Morris with 10 points puts him in double figures. McDaniels and Hamilton also in double figures as well. And the Mighty Braves lead by 8.
Well, there you go right there, man. When you get those runs going on like that, man, hey, I told you, basketball is about runs and 2 or 3 minutes in possessions. If you can't score or you can't stop somebody, you're going to be in a little trouble. It's a lot of basketball left, and things are going to swing back and forth. Once again, it comes to endurance. Endurance. That's what it comes down to. Who knows, man? Yeah, you're right. You could come back. You never know. Now, hey, like I said, I know how these basketball games go with these swings and momentum shifts. Folks get hot, folks get cold. You got the wrong combination in there, and it'll be bad for you. So it's also getting springtime. Make sure you check out the SWAC golf people. I love a good golf game. Hell, without us, golf wouldn't be a damn thing. And I ain't talking about Tiger Woods. I'm talking about the people that actually built the golf courses and invented the golf tee. So without the golf tee, which was invented by a black man, we wouldn't even have no damn golf sports. Them folks out there tearing up shit. And so they made rules up as they go. But hey, get back to this basketball game. I think every team is approaching these games. Like I said, win or go home. Cinderella, go find you another fella. Your glass slipper don't fit. Some of y'all got a spend the night bag. Some of y'all got an overnight bag. Some of y'all got a suitcase. Which category do you fit in? That's all I can tell you. Which category do you fit in? Spend the night bag, overnight bag, or a suitcase? And what is in your suitcase? And roll like that. And I appreciate that, man. Everyone subscribe to this man. Thank you so much, brother. Yeah, I don't ask for cash apps. I don't ask for donations or none of that, man. I do this out the kindness of my heart and to promote HBCU sports, mainly SWAC sports. It's 12 SWAC schools. I love every single one of them deeply. But some people don't believe that. Some people say I'm biased. Some people say I only do this and that. I laugh. Like, man, bruh, I went to Tougaloo. So when you sit there and try to tell me I'm biased, how can I be biased? And Tougaloo getting ready to play in Shreveport. They made it to their tournament. So we get ready to go to Shreveport and play LSU in Shreveport. So we're gonna find out. And so for our March Madness tournament. But I born and raised in the SWAC, and that's how it goes. Never forget where you come from. Got about 3 seconds left.
Welcome back to the Gateway Center. Jared Oliver, Laurencia Moten, and the coach, Donnie Marsh, on the call here for this opening round matchup between the 11 seed Alcorn State Braves versus the 10 seed Alabama State Hornets. Jake Morton in his first year at Alcorn State, 7-11 in SWAC play. What are some of the challenges, Coach, that go unnoticed, when you're a first-year head coach taking over the program, especially in today's age of the NIL and the transfer portal?
And I think that's a great point in that he got the job in April right after the portal closed or very close to it. So it's hard to really accumulate quality depth when you do that, and it's tough to find go-to guys when you do that. So I think he's done a really good job of just managing what he has, and then I'm sure they're going to be extremely active early in this portal season.
His team has an 8-point lead right now against Alabama State, and a nice block by Tyson McDaniels.
Textbook verticality, did a nice job there, walling up and still getting the block. Again, we talked about it. I know I've ad nauseum, but this kid, McDaniels, he impacts the game in so many different ways during the course of 40 minutes.
And it's hard to we'll take a quick media timeout as well.
It's a game of patience, focus, discipline, the late nights, the early mornings, the constant refinement. All for your next best shot. From custom fittings to expert advice, Shields is your partner in pursuit of perfection, because we chase it too. Building your next best shot starts with Shields.
Here they come, yo. Here they come. Yo, you can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. You can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. You can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. I think you Venmo this.
Get your Venmo debit card today and get up to 5% cash back.
Hey.
Let's talk Panera's new Mix and Match menu. Choose 2 or more, it's just $4.99 each. Hold up, is that Soprasada, Focaccia, Fuji apples, and it's $4.99 each? That's a deal that's actually a meal. It's the new Mix and Match menu at Panera.
At HEB, we know that what's in your food matters. So over the past 10 years, we've provided over 7,000 select ingredients products made without 175 synthetic ingredients. So you can find the foods you love without the ingredients you don't. HEB, here, everything's better.
San Antonio, Universal Technical Institute is coming to your city. Get real training with real tools and learn skills that can take you anywhere. Visit uti.edu/San Antonio to explore programs and see how you can get started.
You know what? With the headquarters right here, we can create jobs and do good for the community.
You know, Midfirst Bank can help turn this dream into reality. While you stay true to your dreams, we'll stay true to you.
From the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power, the Ego 22-inch aluminum deck mower, the most powerful mower in its class, producing the perfect razor-sharp cut. Find an Ego retailer near you.
Some places you just visit. Others you know.
Hey, how's it going, Evan?
You're early, Danny.
Well, I got to get me some of that ham dinner. Wait. Isn't that Mary?
My mistake.
Danny, hi. You're early.
At Cracker Barrel, we're part of the family.
I know. I'm early.
You're right on time.
Whether it's classic comforts or something new, welcome home to Cracker Barrel.
We talked about Alcorn State being undermanned coming into this one, and there's more trouble down the way depending on what happens down the stretch. Woodard with 4 fouls, so he's got to be careful, but it looks like he's going to be on the bench to start things out here out of this media timeout, Coach.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Alcorn, but the other thing it does is it gives more minutes to Davion Williams, who's been their bright spot off the bench. It's going to put somebody else in play, and maybe Travis Roberts has to get some minutes for Coach Morton, but he's going to try to see how much he can get away without playing him.
Standback gets right to a spot and gets the easy deuce.
Good call out of bounds. Good call out of timeout.
6-point game as we approach the 11-minute mark. Some zone defense from the Hornets. Inside to McDaniels. Up against Mason. Nice slip pass to Lancaster. Can't finish it.
He grabbed the net, and I think that's going to be a bucket.
That's a letdown defensively for Alabama State.
Yeah, no question. But it was, McDaniels is such a willing passer. He sees the floor extremely well. He looks for a double, kind of hunts that double, and then they play cutters around him, which is a great strategy.
13-2 run here for Alcorn State over the last 4 minutes. Matt pulls for three. That one too strong. Long rebound for Morris. He'll slow it down. And all of a sudden, Alabama State, they need to put some buckets together to keep this thing close.
Yeah, they are, again, settling instead of attacking this last few minutes. Same action.
10 on the shot clock. Morris puts his head down, flips it to Hamilton. Corner shot is good. Hamilton loves it.
Yeah, he had a little face there on that one. A little mean mug on that one.
11-point lead, biggest of the night for Alcorn.
Uh-oh.
Simpson to Bird. Looking down low. That worked a lot in the first half for Tyler Mason. All of a sudden, those passing lanes starting to close up.
Yeah, things get a little tighter now.
Williams off the curl. Lancaster flips it in traffic. Straight ahead three for Williams. No. Out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Braves.
Alcorn State is just competing really, really hard. That's impressive effort. Again, we talked about, can they do it for 40? Well, they're closing in on 30 anyway. They've got 30 minutes of it. Got to keep going.
For the viewers who care, Alabama State came into this game a 6.5-point favorite. They lead by 9. And it looks like there may be some moisture on the floor.
Yep.
The good old SWAC mop.
There it is. Make sure those officials don't slip. That's what we got to keep an eye on right there, huh?
Lancaster inbound. Gets it, pumps, thought about it, drives inside, high off the glass, can't get it to fall. McDaniels fighting for it. And how about the offensive rebound, keeping the possession alive for the Braves?
They're competing. That's what you see right now. They are really outworking Alabama State at this point.
Morris, high energy, nice crossover, gets inside, and rejected by Stanback, Defensive Player of the Year, showing why.
Taking the wrong guy there.
Anderson coast to coast. And that'll be off of the Braves. It'll stay here with the Hornets.
Good hands by McDaniels on that one. He was able to deflect that to get it out of there. But you don't make a living attacking Stanback unless you're going to put a body into him.
Asian Anderson, only 5 points. Stanback at the free throw line, has options, pumps, taking on McDaniels. And that one blocked by McDaniels, but the putback by Yates.
A little bit of his own medicine right there. Tyson McDaniels went up and got it. They just couldn't get the loose ball.
54-45, 8:30 to play. McDaniels flies in for the punch. McDaniels putting on a show on opening day.
Look at this pressure again.
19 for McDaniels.
If Alcorn can hold on to this, we might see that one again later on in some sports shows. Because that was a big time down there.
And look at the hands defensively.
Wow.
Call for the foul, but it sends a message. Morris pressuring the ball, and you mentioned it, Coach. It all starts with him defensively.
It really does. They have them playing 35, 36, 37 feet away from the basket. That's hard for an offense. Watch him here. I want to see if he really got him on this.
Ticky-tacky.
Look, he's still in it. Navigates the screen.
What do you think, Coach?
I might have let that one play on. He's such a good defender. I might have played on that one.
17 fouls for Alcorn State. Alabama State has 4. So that'll put Anderson at the line. And takes care of business on the one-on-one.
This is important right here. Now they're in the bonus for the next 8 minutes. And This is the only place that Alabama State's really getting offense, to be honest with you right now. So you don't want them to be able to creep in while that clock is stopped.
9 of 14 from the line for Alabama State. Now make it 9 of 15.
Still
some
pressing.
full court pressure.
Yep.
Williams, Morris. They got the numbers inside. The slip to Daniels. No. Blocked and tipped by Standback.
Tell you what, man. He affects shots. You're going to get him every once in a while. But
Bird with the flyby. Off the glass.
What the fuck? That boy got stretched.
56-49.
Got stretched, man. SWAC basketball. Hey,
this is an
thank y'all
important
for
time.
coming
You
up
got a
in here.
media timeout coming here.
Hit the
So
mic button.
Coach Morton just wants to get to that.
Alcorn State trying to weather the storm.
Yep, with a little cushion. Get to that with a little cushion.
Williams retreats. He'll clear it out. 7 to shoot against Simpson. Williams loses it. It'll stay here with 2 to shoot on the shot clock.
Media timeout here. Yep.
All right, another media timeout. Things getting dicey. 7:06 to play. 56-49. Alcorn State leading the defending SWAC champs.
All right, there we go. As you can see, it's coming down now. Hey, man, how y'all gonna see this turning out? Hey, I don't know. I keep telling you, this men's tournament for me this year's been one of the hardest to predict. Hardest to predict. Let's say Alcorn, let's go. 10-point lead like you asked for. Alcorn, baby. I tell y'all what, I don't have a country cousin in the world except Alcorn. They're my favorite country people. You heard me? They're my folks. It takes a strong person to go to Alcorn for 4 years. In them woods, yeah, you strong. That's why I tell people, man, you got to get up to Alcorn and Valley. Bruh, Alcorn and Valley is, oof. Brother, I don't know about them woods, man. Yeah. It's all good, though. I love it. Yeah, but this game right here, man, the defending SWAC champs are on the ropes, bro. So they got to do something. All right. Oh, we back.
See, we got Woodard back in the game now. I'm going to try to see how
Woodard
keep him in.
4 fouls. McDaniels loses it in a turnover. Hornets trying to make a run. They've hit their last 3 shots.
Good transition defense. They got back nicely on that to take that away. They got a mismatch there with Standback and Lancaster, but they can't get to it because Lancaster's doing such a great job of fronting down there.
Simpson covered by Morris.
Just look how hard they're making them work just to get a look.
And a high percentage shot ends up with the stick back from Standback.
Yeah.
But you mentioned it. That was not an easy shot.
It wasn't easy at all.
Here we go.
Followed up with a miss, actually.
Here we go. You got about 5 minutes left.
Back to within 6. Braves trying to hold on.
2-possession game.
Only 6 lead changes. McDaniels in his spot.
Wow.
They forced that one. They didn't have anybody cutting on that.
Simpson downhill, tied up, and he gets fouled.
Wow.
He's going to give him 2.
That'll be 2 shots. You're right, Coach.
All right.
You kind of saw the difference on that one when McDaniels got it down there in the post and he didn't have anywhere to go with it. He had no cutters at that point. And without any cutters, he was forced into taking a difficult shot. So this is obviously it's an important stretch right here.
So free throws could be the difference down the stretch here. Simpson back at the line. Buries the first. Simpson's played 30 minutes in this game for Alabama State. He's got the most minutes today for the Hornets. He's 6 of 7 from the free throw line, so he's had a superb day as well.
Yeah, he's been everything he's advertised. He really has.
That'll give Simpson 13, 4-point lead. Alcorn State trying to hang on with 5 minutes to go. Jamil Morris. McDaniels, the kick to Morris. Hamilton, baseline, easy jump shot. Can't get it to fall. McDaniels can't clean it up. Loose ball. Yates comes up with it. We got a whistle on the floor.
Coach said enough of that crazy ball. Time out.
Wipe the ball off. Too much sweat on the ball.
Yeah.
Safe to say these players are playing hard.
Yeah, they are playing extremely hard. I'm not sure what Coach Morton's upset about. I think he thought he had that offensive rebound, and they couldn't corral it.
Love the suit from the coach.
Yeah, coach looking pretty dapper right there.
Nice tan suit.
I think that's from his time in Miami, man. He got that Miami look on him right now.
Things getting hot for Alcorn State, and a foul away from the ball.
Oh.
And that'll be on Morris.
Yeah,
that'll be his third.
That was unnecessary there. He just
Very
let him
unnecessary.
cut.
3 fouls, bro. Come on, dog.
And as we said, that's the 9th now. The next foul, they're going to be shooting 2 every time.
Yeah.
And you just don't want to give him any help. Don't give him any help.
Keep in mind, Nick Woodard playing with 4 fouls still for Alcorn State. And no shooter's roll on that one for Simpson.
Man. That's tough right there.
And a timeout on the floor.
Yeah.
So the pressure beginning to swell here at the Gateway Center. Alcorn State with a 4-point lead. 4:18 to play. We'll keep things here. And, Coach, what are some adjustments you would make if you're Alcorn State? You're already undermanned, but how do you continue to keep things going your way here?
Yeah, you got to, again, I wouldn't be surprised to see him go to a little bit of zone now just to give him something different, a different look, especially coming out of this timeout. See how they handle that. Get to that under 4 timeout, and then you can lay it all out on the line. So I would think that I think this is a good timeout for Coach Morton, too, because his team's a little bit gassed because they don't go deep. So he gives them this one, and I believe they'll get another one under 4. It's maybe close enough to 4 minutes that they might not get another one. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Alabama State on a 7-0 run. They hit 4 of their last 5 shots, but Alcorn State, they've been able to weather the storm so far. But, down to the final moments, the pressure gets big, and, it comes down to experience. And you got to imagine first-year head coach Jake Morton is going to give McDaniels the ball or try to get him in spots to where he either gets fouled or he gets a high percentage shot.
Or he can make a play for somebody else, which he's done well today also. The other guy I've looked through here is Hamilton. I think he's a critical team maybe coming out of this timeout, that maybe they run something for Hamilton because I think he's been really solid for them today too.
Alabama State, no question about it, is the bigger team, but got to give credit to Alcorn State. Usually they allow teams to shoot 50% from the field, which is worst in the SWAC. Today, Alabama State, only 34% from the field. It's really impressive for what they've done so far.
Yeah, no, again, this has been a masterful job by Coach Morton, getting his team ready and getting them to understand the game plan and executing a game plan. They've done a really, really good job of it. But again, there's an eternity still to go here.
Absolutely.
And you gotta maintain it.
Tony Morton spent some time at FSU with the great Leonard Hamilton. And last season, Alcorn State, 11-20 overall, 11 wins in conference play, had an early exit last year, losing to Bethune-Cookman. So they've got Alabama State, the defending champs, on the ropes here with 4:18 to play, holding on to that 4-point lead. We've only seen 6 lead changes as well.
Wow. Really, really big possession here. Maybe Captain Obvious on that, but this is a big possession, I think, for Alcorn. If you can attack and get fouled, that puts you in the bonus. And again, I think it's important for them to keep controlling this tempo. Again, the 1-3-1 look here. Good change here by Coach Matlock out of the timeout.
More zone now, the Hornets.
Yep, they adjusted it. Went 1-3-1 out of the inbounds, and it morphs into a 2-3.
8 to shoot for Alcorn. Here's Woodard with 4 fouls. Wide open 3 for Woodard. Oh, puts it in at the buzzer.
I just think that kid has so much in his talent, in his bag, and he's got to become consistent with it for him.
63-56, huge shot for Alcorn State. Pressure back on the Hornets. Simpson downhill, taking on Hamilton, and draws the contact as he hits the deck.
Yeah, it was a late call by the trail official on that one, so there's a little bit of concern from the Alcorn bench about that call, but I think he got it right. There was enough contact there to warrant it. You can see it here as they attack downhill. It's just enough contact there, even though Omari tried to see if he could stay vertical, didn't quite get in front of him.
Simpson, 7 of 9 from the line. 77% on the season. And puts it through.
Boy, he's lived at the line.
Had 15 points versus Alcorn State in the regular season. And he's 1 free throw away from matching that. There it is. 63-58, 3:33 to play.
Same 1-3-1 look. If it hits the corner, this thing will become a 2-3.
Inside,
hits the middle, you got a problem.
And gets to a spot. McDaniels has had the best night on the floor, 22.
That's a long, lanky young fella.
Here's Palesi at the top.
Little Iverson cut here.
Hey, welcome all y'all. Please hit the like button. That's the only thing I ask. Just hit the like
Thought about it. Gives it up. Wants it back. Wants to take on Morris. That's been the matchup all evening. Fadeaway jumper. That time at the side of the backboard. And here comes the flying Morris going coast to coast and draws the hit. Bird picks up the foul.
He has been tremendous today.
Please
that,
do that, but hit the
that
like
defense
button.
on that play forces Simpson.
What the hell just happened? Boy, that ESPN something.
Into a
All right, here we go. That's not me. That's the network itself. ESPN Plus.
2 of 3 from the free throw line.
ESPN Plus ain't about shit.
From New Jersey. It's the first.
Always root for those Jersey boys, man. That's in my blood.
You've already mentioned it, but Morris second and steal back, active hands. We've seen that tonight. Flying into the stands. I mean, and you mentioned it. The pressure starts with him defensively.
Absolutely. He's so physical. He does a great job of just making you think more about him than running the play that the coaches call. And that's a great defender. Look,
9-point lead.
90 feet, he's picking him up.
Here's Bird, the handoff to Mack. Mack looking for a 3. Wide open. Can he hit it? Off the mark. And a beautiful rebound by McDaniels. McDaniels, 1 rebound away from a double-double. 22 points to go with it. Oh, Morris, too big, too strong. Calling him small.
Yeah, he did. He gave him the really too small
That's
sign.
crazy. How you missed that?
Lead back to 11 for the Braves. Bird trying to get busy. Another turnover. Lancaster up ahead to Morris. Count it, plus the foul. And he's going to let him hear about it.
Yeah, he needs to back off of that, though. He needs to back off of that. Don't. Yeah, the play spoke for itself. Don't need to add anything to it. Don't need to pick up a technical.
Morris is putting on a clinic on both ends of the floor.
Just walk away from that right there. This is just great defense, man. They've forced Alabama State to do some things that they just aren't accustomed to doing. And I think that is what he was thinking about.
It's like, he was trying to
just kind of hit him
knock
while he was
Simpson out
running.
the air, potentially, It's a bit of chippy game. And, if you're Alabama State, this is a frustrating game. Alcorn State undermanned, and you're down big against a team you beat by double figures in the regular season. Under 2 minutes to play. Simpson downhill, kicks it out. Mason for three. He'll try it and sticks it. Just what they need, and a timeout from Matlock.
Yeah, and they got it from a guy who's only taken 4 on this during the SWAC season. 2 for 4, and he hits that one though. So 3 for 5. So that's if you're Jake Morton and you're saying, okay, that's found money.
Yeah, you'll live with that if you're Morton.
Yeah,
but
you're right.
Come on, man. That's not me, man. That's the SWAC, not SWAC. That's ESPN Plus.
What do you say about this overall performance?
To me, it's just a great coaching job. It's one of those where he's been saying it, and he's been preaching it to his team. We have to be consistent for 40 minutes, and they are right on the cusp of being able to do that. They've been really solid in their game plan. They haven't varied much off of it. They stayed with everything that he's wanted them to do, and they're sitting in a position right now where if they can make some free throws down the stretch, take care of the basketball, they have a chance to walk out of here with one.
Alcorn State, the 11th seed, 1 minute and 46 seconds away from upsetting the defending SWAC champions.
Now you're going to get full court pressure now and quick traps. If you get it there, they're coming at you.
10-point game. Alcorn State handles the pressure. They get it across.
And now they just hold on to it. Yep, little keep away. Just play a keep away.
Back to Morris. Yeah. Don't want to foul him.
No, it's going straight man right now.
Shot clock at 10. Here comes the screen from McDaniels. This could be the dagger
they want. This is the matchup they wanted.
Morris taking on the big fella and puts it in. What a night from Morris.
That was the matchup they wanted. They knew they could take. They were going to switch that. Great call, great execution, and a big-time individual play.
18 for Morris. Inside. And stand back. Quiets the crowd momentarily. And another timeout. Man, this guy, Jamil Morris, coach. I mean, you're taking on Goliath down there in the paint, and you still get the left-hand layup.
He really knew what he was doing there. They ran that clock all the way down as far as they could get it, and they got the matchup they wanted. Tyler Mason trying to guard Morris, and that was a mismatch. And I tell you what they also did, they lifted Stan back out of there so he couldn't come over to help, and as a result, he was able to get all the way to the rim.
Alcorn State is in the middle of the pack when it comes to the SWAC in three-point percentage. They shoot it 33% from the field, but today it's been all about the inside game.
Yes.
36 points in the paint. Alabama State has 28.
And that's an absolute flip from the first game they played. Alabama State had 36 in the paint.
Yeah.
And Alcorn had 28 in the paint in that first game. They flipped the script a little bit here, and it's really paying off for them.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Coach, but Alcorn State has been the more physical team.
I really believe that, especially when you talk about out front. Yeah. Those guards have been incredibly physical, and it's been hard for Alabama State to get into anything that they've wanted to get into. That's been impressive.
Alcorn State, 5 of the last 5 shots. Man, what a job that guy's been doing all day. Jake Morton he's on a heater right now. He can't do any wrong.
He just wants to get this 1 minute and 1 second over. That's what he wants right now.
Winner goes on to play the 8th seed in Prairie View in the second round. You know, Alabama State, they finished the regular season losing 4 of their last 5, and we've kind of seen some of that momentum carry into the SWAC tournament. And we talked about it, how Alabama State on paper is a great team. You know, sometimes you go through spells where things just aren't falling your way. They had some close losses, but it seems like those frustrations are showing up in this game as well.
It was really interesting. I talked to Coach Matlock, and I asked him, how do you feel about your team at this time right now? And he said, I feel good. He said, but I'm upset that I don't feel great.
Yeah.
He said, I should be feeling great about it, but we didn't handle the end of the season well. So I feel good. I think we can get something turned around. But this is going to be a challenge from this point forward.
Alcorn State fans feeling good right now, a minute away from an upset win on the opening day of the SWAC tournament. And that's going to be a foul, and we'll shoot free throws.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to make
in the double
your
bonus.
free
Alabama
throws.
State with 9
Make your
fouls.
damn free throws. The game gets out of reach.
Gotta make these
Miss
now.
the
This is
free
what it comes
throws,
down to.
the game stays in reach.
Closing a game.
Make your damn free throws.
As a coach, how much pride do you take in your team finishing games, even though when you have the lead?
It's important that you understand that it's a 40-minute game because you're going to be in situations where you're going to be up, you're going to be down, but you've got to find a way to stay consistent. The word we've been using all day with Coach Morton's team, and he's got an 81% free throw shooter in the SWAC at the line, knocking down 2 more. It's a great feeling.
59 seconds remaining. Alabama State needs a couple miracles here. Another deflection. Stand back, gets it back. He'll drive inside and puts it in off the glass. Back to a 10-point game, and a quick reach-in foul going to be called on stand back. And back to the free throw line we'll go. Morris will head to the charity stripe. We're already with 20 points.
He is hunting that basketball when it comes inbounds. He wants it. He wants to be the one at the free throw line to try and close this thing out. Impressed with him.
Tyson McDaniels, 10 of 13 from the charity stripe. Morris, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. I mean, that's what you want when you watch film as a head coach.
You bet. And again, that had to be part of Coach Morton's strategy. Let's attack. Let's see if we can get them in some foul trouble. Let's slow the game down by doing it. Let's get some points with the clock stop. Yeah. I think that's part of his strategy.
Alcorn State, 75% from the free throw line as a team. Williams takes care of business at the free throw line. Goes 2 for 2. 12-point game. Stand back, thought about it. Wouldn't hurt if you pulled it at this point. Simpson, no good. And Alcorn State will slow it down, and it looks like Alabama State is going to wave the white flag
across half.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. That would have been one thing they could yell at him and film about, you know?
Yes, for sure. This is a masterpiece. Just a great job.
How about this guy with the basketball, Jamil Morris?
Just take the violation. Just take the shot clock violation.
22 points for Jamil Morris, 7 of 14 from the field. Lets it fly. Doesn't matter. You get a shot clock violation.
Just put a shot attempt on his record for the day. No need to do that. I guess he did that other than a turnover.
Yeah.
Just a great job. These guys found some consistency today.
It is.
So that'll do it. Alcorn State upsets the defending SWAC champions 77-65. Always Alcorn. Morris with 22 points, McDaniels with 22. The Braves have 4 players in double figures, and they get the win and the upset on opening day, Coach. What a statement win that it sends to the rest of the field here in Atlanta.
I agree. We're going to have a new SWAC champion
is coming.
Heading to the NCAA tournament at some
Somebody
point.
Get to dance.
And Alcorn kept themselves in the mix of it. Just really impressive in terms of the limited bodies that he has. The fact that he had to play so many guys, so few guys, I should say, but they did the job that they needed to do today and came out with a big win.
All right, so the Braves are moving on to play Prairie View, the number 8 seed, and let's go to the floor with Laurencia Moten.
Hey guys, I'm here with Coach Morton. Coach Morton, talk to me about the statement that your team showed today. What did you guys just accomplish?
Unbelievable resilience by this team, but we played a really good Alabama State team, well-coached team. Those guys fight to the very end. Take my hats off to them. But our team, we just fought. We fought.
Talk to me about the format, right? Every single team in the conference was able to come here today. A very competitive game. How do you feel like that hiked your level of play as a team?
Well, I mean, obviously it was a great playing, hardly fought game on both sides of the ball. Hopefully this gets some momentum going into tomorrow night.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Good luck in the rest of the tournament, guys.
Thank you, Laurencia. Well, Alcorn State, I apologize. They get the win here against the 10 seed Alabama State Hornets. Coach, your final thoughts on this one?
Yeah, again, game plan was masterful. I thought Jake's kids, Coach Morton's kids, did a great job of following a game plan for 40 minutes. They got consistency from his guys, and I thought that was important. They were able to take Alabama State out of what they wanted to do. We talked about them getting in between 8 and 12 threes, and I think maybe they had, 6? So did a really good job from that standpoint. It's encouraging for Coach Morton and his group. Now they got to get some rest because, again, it's short on bodies, and now you got to come back again in less than 24 hours. We'll see what they do.
Undermanned, and, today's game is all about the three-point ball, but it was all about the interior play today for Alcorn State. 36 points in the paint.
I agree, and they flipped the script on them because that game in January, Alabama State was the team that went for 36 points in the paint, 28 for Alcorn, and they did just a great job. They played through their guy, which was Tyson McDaniels.
Yeah.
Got a great game from him. And then I keep talking about the pressure that Morris and Williams put on those guards for Alabama State. Wouldn't allow them to get into anything with any kind of rhythm.
Alabama State won the battle during the regular season, but Alcorn State wins the war here in the SWAC tournament. Your final score, 77-65. We'll take a break as we have the next game coming out in just a few.
Well, there you have it, man. There you have it. There you have it. All I can tell you, we will have a new SWAC men's basketball champion. So somebody gets to dance with the devil in the pale moonlight at the Final Four tournament, 68, 64, whatever field you want to call it. And shout out to Alcorn. Shout out to Alabama State. Thank y'all all for watching. Thank y'all all for tuning in. The next game does not come on until 5:30 or 4:30. That's about an hour from now. And you out your mind, you think I'm going to stay up on here this long. But as you know, my favorite song. But hey, if you're new to the channel, hit the like and subscribe button. Turn on all notifications because I will go live again for another game. And we're going to keep on rolling. We're going to keep on rolling. So, okay, because this is the women's. Because, see, the women game, the next game for the women is Valley versus Prairie View tonight at 5:30. That's 4:30 Central Time. And for the men, it's 7:30. It's Grambling versus Valley. So hit your notifications and keep it up on there, man. And my name is Orange G, and I'm from the Orange G Sports Network. I can't say SWAC anymore. I gotta say Sports Network. So y'all can't take my stuff away. But thank all y'all for watching, man. Before you leave up out of here, hit that like button, man. And we'll see you again. Because until the end, y'all know my favorite song. If y'all been here, y'all know what time it is.
The Union Music Group, baby.
You say who plays next?
The lights come on. We gotta go home.
For the women, it's Valley versus Prairie View. For the men, it's Grambling versus Mississippi Valley at 8:30. Thank y'all for watching. Listen to Crystal Thomas.
Looking too cute, y'all. Time to think through town. I'ma head early, 'cause I don't wanna wait. Gonna have some fun before it gets too late. When the lights come on, we gotta go home. It's closing time. Yeah. Let's out for alcohol. It's closing time. Yeah. I got my body and I'm feeling right. See a few of my homegirls. We out tonight. The DJ playing my favorite song. I'm getting full of this drink, trying to get my party on. So when the lights come on, we gotta go home. It's closing time. Yeah. Let's out for alcohol. It's closing time. Oh, baby. Show me how you get it, it's getting real good. Show me how you get it, it's getting real good. Show me how you get it, it's getting real good. It's closing time, closing time. Yeah, lights come home, lights go home. We gotta go home, we gotta go home. It's closing time, I'm doing mighty fine. Let's call for alcohol. It's closing time, it's closing time. I'm in my home, and I'm feeling good. About to do my wrong thing, like a woman should. Let's call for alcohol. It's closing time, it's closing time. Let's call. It's closing time. Let me get one more before I go, baby. Let's call.